Tim Franco in his exhibition Unperson at Cortona On The Move. Tim, what is your advice for a young photographer, young photo reporter now?
So, I think the advice that I give to every photographer that wants to work on a long-term project, this is what I do, is the first, it's a very basic advice, but it's to be passionate about the project you're doing. Because if you're not passionate, then you're not going to do it 100%, and I think a project becomes interesting only if you really give it everything you have, and that involves not being constrained by time or budget. Unfortunately, it's hard to say, but I think it's important to spend as much time as you need to finish it, and only show the project when you feel it's completed. So, to put things in perspective of this project, I really didn't know at first. I didn't have a specific plan about what is it going to be. And in the first part, I went to interview those defectors. It was an important part of the story. And after taking those portraits with my concept in my mind and listening to the stories, I had a beautiful series of portraits, nice stories, but I felt like I thought it would be finished, but I felt there was something missing to put the stories in perspective. And also, I didn't want a project where you only see like studio portraits, because I felt this maybe doesn't talk enough to the people who don't know about the project. So after listening to all the stories from defection, from escaping North Korea to the south, I felt the kind of landscape that they were crossing, the diversity of landscape, and because they have to go away from the final destination to finally get to South Korea. I thought that was an interesting part of the project, and also I realized that a lot of people talk about defectors, but not a lot of people have actually talked about those incredible routes that they're taking to go from North Korea to South Korea, through China, Mongolia, Thailand. So I've decided that I had so much information on these routes that I should start following those routes. So slowly, I didn't follow the whole route at once, but I went one time to the border between North Korea and China, and another border between North Korea and China. Then I went to the border between Mongolia and China, some places in China where I heard some specific stories from defectors. Then all the way to Thailand, sometimes on my own budget, sometimes I was on assignments for a newspaper, and I used that time to do the photos for my projects. And so I had all those routes, and when I've decided to do the book with my publisher, I had a better idea of how the book is going to look like, and I've decided we still need a beginning and an end. So in the last part of the project, actually, I decided to travel to North Korea. It was difficult to find a way to go there, but I managed to go there, and that allowed me to have like kind of an introduction of the project, like you're riding to North Korea before you get into the stories of those defectors. And the last part was the easiest part, because I live in Seoul, and you needed like a conclusion, and I just went outside my house and took a few photos to show. And only then, this took more or less 3 years on and off. Of course, I didn't work every day on this, because I also do my commercial photography work to pay for all this. Yeah, just you need to be patient, passionate, and make some research and listen to people. It's not only me, it's the journalists that I talk to, fixers that help me find the right people, photo editors that give me feedbacks at different point of view during the projects, and I try to take all this information into account, and with all of this finalize the project.
Thank you so much.